Hello again, this is October the 15th. I'm filming, in fact the place that I'm aiming toward right now is where I normally film. But I've moved over this direction about 10 feet because the sun is very bright and off to the west, and I knew it would be in my view if I tried to film from my normal spot. And I know I'm a little bit off topic right this second, but in case somebody watches this that's not from North Carolina, and you want to know why we like to live in North Carolina and what Carolina blue means, this is it right here. But anyway, back on topic. Here's the garden area that I have been treating, and it's what I showed in the last video. This area at this end is the end that I treated first and planted first, and then to the left of those pepper plants and on the other end was planted probably about 10 days later. When I planted this end up here, I'm sorry, I told you something wrong. I treated it all at the same time, but I planted this end here about 10 days prior to the other end. We had gotten several days of good rain and the ground was really good. It was seasoned well. So I planted this in with greens, but I had to get some more turnip seeds to plant the other end, so that's why a difference. Between the two plantings, we had about 8 or 9 days of very warm and absolutely no rain, so it actually got fairly dry. But we're getting a good stand now of the greens that I've got planted. And the dirt still looks really good. And if I was videoing on the other end, you could see down there where we're beginning to get a good stand down there, even though they're about 8 or 10 days behind these on this end. Now I'm going to try to get over here and look at the dirt. Hopefully I can do that without too much glare. And you remember on a couple of the earlier videos prior to us getting it treated this time, you'll remember this is where our tomatoes were planted and the dirt was really hard. So I'm going to see if I can get down here, if I can find my finger. So the dirt is really open and loose. Now it is still fairly moist because we've had about 2.5 days late in the last week where we've had slow misting kind of rains. So the ground is still fairly moist. Now you can see in that area up there, you can already see where it's drying out some. Let me try to walk around here. Okay, here is an area where you can tell it's a good deal drier. So I believe the Condor Ag is really doing the job. And just for reference, I am now standing where I normally video from, so I don't know how this will show, if the glare is going to be too bad, but just for reference sake, this is where I normally video from right here.